Okay,
We,
this recording may have just begun. Is this true?
we
Yes,
forgot.
we forgot to record it.
No, it starts, but I can give you time. Let's do it over again.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, sure. So let me ask, who is running from this group? Oh, Randall. Okay, so I'll just begin. Oh, okay, we have two people. Okay, so and do you go by Kale?
Sorry.
I know Randall, but I've never met you. Do you go by Kale? What is your name?
My name?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Myra from EOS community.
Hello, Myra.
Hi.
So my introduction, I will be very short and say I'm voting. I'm happy to be here. This is a test, and we're trying to build something. So I'm happy to help with that, and I'll look forward to listening to Myra, and I'll look forward to listening to Randall.
Mhm.
I look forward to that because I would like to see what you would like to do, and then just for posterity, I'll say hello, Seth, and I'll pass it back to Myra.
Okay.
So whatever you like.
Okay. Thank you for the microphone. So my name is Myra. I'm based in Shanghai. So I'm representing representing the China, the biggest China Telegram groups and the biggest China WeChat groups. So I've been running for my last work experiences is at the EOS Alliance, which was founded by Brock Pierce and Thomas. So we have been working on government for like over 2 years. We're putting a lot of great efforts on the EOS Alliance. My second identity is I'm the advisor role of China EOS Go Medium, which is the biggest and the two omni medium on EOS. And third, I'm the first few founding members of the China EOS Telegram group, which right now has more than 20,000 active users. We have been maintaining the groups since day one. I've been running for the last time. The first trial I was there. Last time I was humble. I was shy, so I'm not able to stand up for my point because there's someone say, "I'm begging you, please vote for me." So, in order to reach consensus, I vote for others. And today, the community encouraging in order to have more diversity and to send more community member to run the trial again. So this time, last time the guy who I'm losing for, and he said, I had a plan. I had a website. I bought a domain. So I plan to do it. I plan to do what. So what I want to say that it's been 2 years. We are actually the person who putting the efforts there, putting the time and money there, not only to running the Telegram, maintain the community, and also about EOS Go, we are hiring I'm recruiting the KOL and translators for all the news. So that is, thank you. So I can pass the microphone to Seth.
Hi guys. So I'm only voting. I work on Void and block-based projects at the moment. And I already actually have a question for the last speaker. So what are you planning to do exactly? Because it's kind of vague to me.
Okay.
What those funds are going to be used for?
That's really good questions. So I've been entering crypto field since really earlier stage. I actually be a really active members now in EOS. Currently, because the EOS Alliance, which was not successfully funding, so I'm opening my own business called the Boss.io, which is a crypto lab in Shanghai. So currently we have more than 15 employees, as the name in the chat. So what we have been working on for 2 years for other projects to helping them build their social media in China, helping their representative, all the meetings in China, you know, working with KOLs. It's really important. KOL management in crypto field is really important. Unfortunately, just because they never had the funds on EOS, so in the community of EOS, but we can't do more because yes, I can do more, but employees can't do more. In Asia, in China community, in a developing country, people need to get paid to actually do something. You can't tell the employees that you do something, I won't pay you, but I will give you a future. So having the funds is important, not only by writing articles, recruit KOLs, to let KOL to talk about EOS, because I just want to explain a little bit more about the current EOS situation in China. Unfortunately, these have more bad news than the good news, of course, because not only the price, but also last time the DeFi, the wolves being hacked. So we have to say, in order to change the situation, we can't only do inside internal, because I'm a marketing background more than 10 years. I don't want to say like we inside Eden and we're only talking in the government. Without paying the KOL, without hiring writer to write and promote, and so it's not going to achieve the effect. Look at all the other trends. Look at how the Justin, going to promote about Trump. He's paying thousands on YouTubers and on China KOLs. That's how a trend, because people are easy to manipulate. I'm not saying manipulate, but they're easy to be touched by the social media. But if we don't do social media outside of EOS, but only inside, we can't really deliver, let people understand what's the essence of the community power. So yes, so for me, the most important thing, answer to your question's conclusion is, one is social media, which we're already done for 2 years. 2 is community, which we have been maintained already for 2 years. So this is the actual work already putting up, but we're doing it for free, just because we're in the first vampire, original vampire. We're there since day one. So these 2 things, if we can have little bit budget to send around or to hire an KOL, giving the trend a new branding for use, it's really important. So that's, we will allocate the time and money to. Thanks.
Okay. So my name is Randall. I've been in a lot of Zoom calls with Mike and Seth. This is the first time I'm meeting you. Nice to meet you. And Myra, nice to meet you. So basically, I'm a physician and full-time physician. I'm also a designer. Little background in development, and also I was a computer troubleshooter for New York Economic Development. And the list goes on, but just to keep it short. So for this election, we don't have that much money to do big things. We have only $2,000 for the winner and $500. So all in all, $2,500. So there's not much to do, but I just want to briefly talk about some of the things that I've planned and I'm working on right now with Crypto Alliance. I'm waiting for the list, for them to give me the list. So we are working on POS system so that we can be able to have businesses accept EOS, because the goal is to have EOS become a currency of use. So that's one. Number two is as a person who owns clinics and also have friends who are CEOs of hospitals, my goal is to build a healthcare system, electronic medical records, and eventually to also take it to Africa and to have that system working for the benefit of EOS as a community. The third thing that I plan to work on is a marketplace. As a 3D artist as well with my group, I feel that a marketplace will be very beneficial. I know already we have a marketplace where we can just distribute some of our work, right? But I feel that if EOS can have its own marketplace, like Amazon and eBay, having NFTs interconnected with it, it will be awesome. Those are big tasks and those needs big money, but that's what Eden is going to be there for in the future, so we can have those things done. Now, to jump to what this election is about, if given the opportunity to distribute the 2,500, I'm going to distribute some of that money to the team that is building the Eden proxy right now. We have Chris, Vince, Dario. They are doing such a great job. And basically, we want to create an Eden members approved proxy, which is very important for us to move forward, because we have to change the dynamics and the voting system of EOS as a blockchain so that the community can move forward, because the status quo is not working. So something that Eden wants to provide is a proxy that has a say in how things are done in the EOS community. So the Eden proxy will vote for BP based on various metrics, which we've talked about extensively. And these metrics, we will use the EOS rate.io, which was built by a community member. We will use that to try to rate the BPs and make things a little bit more objective, right? The goal is to make transparency, trustiness, and development as a key thing for the community. So we have Chris, who is spearheading the project right now, and I will distribute some of the money to the community, to the proxy or the community that's building that platform. And for me personally, I was listening to Myra, and Myra makes a great point. It has been a long time coming. People have been providing customer service and helping others for free for too long. So a couple of days back, I had a problem with staking, and it was so frustrating that a person who has been in the EOS community for this long was having that problem. So I decided that I will reach out to some of the OGs in the EOS community to start an initiative for EOS support, official, well-organized EOS support group. And I was able to come up with something which I think would work. Eventually, our goal is to build a platform where there will be incentives for representatives who are helping EOS users to help with the onboarding. Okay, there will be tips and donations, built into the platform. The other thing is also being able to have a very nice and well-organized way to help people without scammers getting a hold of them. Because right now we have the Telegram group, but it turns out that there's a lot of scammers. So we want to prevent that. So the goal is to set EOS apart from its competitors by having customer support for all EOS projects in the future. And we have a plan in place to start now and to bootstrap the system by building a Telegram bot, which can help us with the interaction and eventually transform to a platform that would help us interact with users, make the experience much better, and also to build tutorials for the community, including videos that people can use to better have a great user experience in the EOS community. So those are the things that I'm hoping the 2,500 will start. Regarding the EOS support, I will basically use some of my own money to continue the initiative until in the future, if it's able to gain a lot of support. So that's it for me.
So may I ask that the Telegram groups you mentioned is facing African or United States users? Can you share the Telegram link?
So for now, we have not decided on the Telegram bot yet, right? Because actually this initiative was started 3 days ago. So it's something that I plan to work with. Actually, I'm working with Luca already. I spoke to Luca about it, and I spoke to Mark Steer, and I spoke to Data Junkie. So we want to build a very nice Telegram group, and that Telegram group is going to have since we are mostly English speaking, it's going to initially be English speaking. But if I was to be able to, work with you, Myra, in terms of, having a Chinese version and eventually Spanish, that would be great, because the goal is to have EOS support, and the support system has to be in many languages to help the community. So the platform that we are building right now, which actually I just had the developer text me about it. Eventually, our goal is to have it be in different languages as well, right? Like an Apple support, different languages, right? So everyone can just interact with a representative who is basically their own. They are not being controlled by anybody, right? You just log on, you have your own account, your own rating system, and you are verified, you are vetted. The system will put in place a certification system. So once you go through the courses and you finish the course, you get a certificate. That shows that you are a legit customer service representative. And then you will just help others.
Okay. May I know what's your current job before you're running for Eden?
I'm a doctor.
Okay.
I'm a doctor. So I'm a doctor as a full-time person, but I also do some development, and I do designing. And I came to Shenzhen to work with a group there to build a cell phone, to take it to Ghana, right? So I just have, but those are not my full-time job. My full-time job as a person, my expertise is an internal medicine doctor. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for Myra. Like, how many active users do you have on this channel, on the Telegram channel?
I have sent the link to the chat.
I
If you're
can see it, yeah.
please join. So far in Telegram, there are 13,000. It's really active. Every day has more than, it's really active. It's since day one. It's really the actual work putting within 2 years. We have China platform. They have another 8,000. It's called Widget. So altogether 20,000. But it had used to be more. It used to be 13. Somehow people quit. And
what do you think you should focus now? If you got the EOS?
It's a really good question. I will send it. I just find a little bit. Whatever sent into the chat is. Oh, sorry. Let me send the link. As I still mentioned before, without this thing fund, we have done a lot. we don't care about this 2,500 today. The people encouraging us to say, Mara, you must run for it, because we are the actual practical person who putting efforts to, with or without this funding. So today I told the community that we will, if we, I didn't know the number 2,500. I just said if we 100% we got it, 50% we will donate to the Telegram group, because there are 10 active admin working for free for years. So 50% we will give to the Telegram groups. They're hiring by my crypto company to helping other chain to build Telegram bots, you know, to build the sending, you know, the technical thing. Unfortunately, they're not getting paid anything to do things for you. So 50%, they have 10 admin every day maintaining the group for free. Another 50%, we will start to still hiring writers, not only writing on YouSchool, but also in other social media platforms. It's a trial. I still want to look outside of EOS. That's the important goal, because as a crypto company to helping other chains, I have a lot of other clients help really running big in China, and they are really hiring, like they spend really a lot, everyone spend a lot on China marketing, on KOL, instead of we only don't have any medium. No one talk about use. Block One never spend a cent on hiring any KOL. I know it's not allowed, but if you can check the YouTube, I remember that Justin from Tron, he's talking to every YouTuber, say, please, I will give you how much, please represent for us. I know he's right, he's wrong, but it works. Okay, so to another 50%, as I mentioned, it's so small, you can't pay a YouTuber, but you can start to pay some small KOL to write, maybe write about the election, maybe write about anything. For example, so far, because my hands are tight, my part-time writers, sometimes we only can write 2 blocks, 3 blocks a week. So we can't really update fast. And this is the only social media we can send out, because other thing you need to pay. Let's say, I'm not sure if you read Cointelegraph. If you want to send 1 articles to Cointelegraph or other platform medium in China, sometimes they charge 0.2 Ether, 0.3 Ether. That's the price they charge, because some company can pay. Unfortunately, EOS didn't pay. So eager to having the fund is important, because it's smart try to start to change, like brand new, instead of all the bad news. Because China had something called the Great Wall. We can't log in Google. I'm not sure if you heard about that. We're not access to Google, Telegram, or Instagram. Okay, so our searching engine. So I tried before the election. If I search EOS, crypto EOS, so the first ICO link of EOS is 17 of EOS. So like it would really scare anyone away. You know, it's like it's all the bad thing, because there's no one, or little people start to write about the good. So it's like 17 years. That's the first searching engine, the first link everyone will ever saw. So by brand new and paying medium, social medium, is still, if I need to say it 1,000 times, is still the only way to brand new. Okay. Thanks for the question.
Yeah, I got a question. You both sound really great. Thank you, Randall, and also you, Myra. I've joined your channel, and I'll look forward to interacting with this community now that I'm connected. So I'll use a translation function to do that, and I look forward to that. And I value it very high to connect to the different communities of EOS. Right now, the most important thing to me is Eden. So today we have 65 people. We want 130, we want 500, we want 1,000. So my question is, are you going to be able to focus on Eden and bootload or bootstrap or get Eden working?
This question, Roland, can you reply first? Do you want to reply first?
Yeah. Like I was saying, basically at this point in time, we've been having Zooming calls. We've been coming up with solutions on how to better move forward as a community in Eden. And through that discussion, we've been able to come up with a BP, a membership who is willing to run a BP and put 80% of that amount of money that they earn into the Eden community. And through that, we also decided on a proxy. So for me, I think that's what we are doing here. We are bootstrapping Eden from the ground up. And that's why I'm here running on the campaign on, getting the funds and utilizing some of the money to help the Eden proxy. Is very important because it's going to change how we do things and how we bring integrity, transparency, responsibility, accountability to the community. So regarding Eden, I think we are doing that now, and I'm very involved. I speak to some of the Eden community members on a daily basis, just to help direct the efforts on where we are headed. So I think for me, I'm already in the process of helping out. So I think I should be able to do more.
Okay. Oh, thank you for the question. I think it's a really good question. I will answer it in 3 parts. First of all, as I mentioned before, as all the link, the events, if you saw, I already helping participate in the representative EOS. In these 2 or 3 years, that EOS is already part of my life. My best friends, or my friend, best friend, co-workers, is all in EOS. So it's kind of part of my life. It's already been a habit. As I mentioned again, since Eden start, there start having some people coming back of EOS, which is a good sign. I think it's a good sign. As I mentioned, that I never left. I'm always there, without pay or not pay. It's this habit of me running the Telegram group, hiring the writer to write about EOS, to check, etc. Recruit. So as I mentioned, I'm already doing it. It's a habit. I don't think I can change because all my friends are inside. The second thing I want to mention that it's a good, my advantages, maybe disadvantages, as I'm not good at lying. As I mentioned, I sense there's been one time when I was working in the EOS Alliance and we didn't got any funding anymore. So all the employees have to left because everyone in developing country, without social benefit, they have to make a living by themselves. So I also opened my own business because I need to make a living. If EOS don't fed my belly, I have to find a way instead of waiting. So it's been 2 years I run my own business. I have with employees, maybe a lot. At this moment, I have to say that I can't give additional time because for one reason, my advantages is, as you can see, it's doing big cooperation, employee management. I'm good at hiring, recruiting, training employee and KOL, do the negotiation thing. So my personal, I'm not gonna to promise how much I put my Telegram group, because I can hire people to in the Telegram. I can hire people to do the marketing, because that's what I do. It's like I will, if I have the funds, I have way to boost my potential. Instead of I in Telegram for 12 hours, I won't make a difference. And I can use this smartly. So you may say, oh, how many times you're in Telegram? Everyone have 8 hours. I can't say, oh, I'm like last time some person, in order to answer this question, so yes, I will be in Telegram for 12 hours. No, Myra in Telegram 12 hours doesn't make any sense. And I will use it smartly, and to, even if they have little fund, now have small funds, I will use it smartly to make into the maximum potential. That's what I said, because I can't always promise the thing I won't promise, because I still have the thing I need to focus on. Just like Roland, if you are a doctor, you need to go into doctor for 8 hours in the office, but you can use the spare time to focus in the Eden. As you can say, if in the future we can have more, Eden can go good, EOS have more funds, we can able to hire more people, hire more QL. I can put more efforts on that part. That is the practical answer. So thank you. I can't answer say no, if they pay me
Yeah, thank
2,700,
you so much.
yeah, I will work 12 hours a day. It's impossible. It's a lie. So I can't say that.
Okay, Myra, my thing is this, okay?
I want to mention, sorry.
Yeah.
Right
no,
now, it's 3 a.m. in China. So the Telegram is, you won't find anyone. So maybe tomorrow you'll find. So right now it's 3 a.m.
Okay, so Myra, my thing is this. I was discussing with a gentleman. He has like a cat avatar. Okay, he has a cat avatar, and I was discussing with him because we wanted to reach out to the Chinese community. All right, we wanted to do that, but it was so difficult to reach the Chinese community because that guy, he cannot speak.
Hey, it's my employee, by the way.
You know him? Yeah. So, but his English is not that good. Okay. I was having a lot of difficulties. Okay. But my thing is, I want to work with you guys to see what's going on in the Chinese community. It's very important. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
For which reason you want to work with Chinese community?
Yes, because that gentleman reached out to me and he said that everyone is leaving EOS and how EOS is having a bad, I would say a bad publicity. And also, more importantly, he was talking about Eden because he thought Eden was a different chain and there was a misconception in there. So I had a lengthy discussion with him to explain what Eden was. And I wanted to reach out to the Chinese community to explain that to them, that Eden is not a new chain. You know, it's a new way to build consensus and to empower individuals so that they can build their own community. And my goal was to help them build that community, right? But I wasn't able to really, I would say, get through. I wasn't able to get through. That's all that I'm saying. So for a person like you that can speak English and you can type it well, I think it will be a great asset to have you very connected with Eden so that you can reach out to the community to let them know that Eden is not starting a new chain, that Larimer is not causing any trouble, but rather we are trying to help the EOS community to make it more valuable.
Thank you. I'm sure that Cat, he understands. He definitely understand, I'm sure. I think he just fussed with you, but he's really understanding. I'm sure he knows it's not a new chain. I think he's just trying to fuss with you.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's all. That's what I wanted to say, you know, because regardless of the fact, we are all here for EOS as a community, and Eden is being built so that we can run the chain well. So the connectivity that we have today should be optimal. We have to optimize that connectivity so that we can continue to help the chain. Yeah. All right.
So may I ask that since when you have joined EOS community?
Oh, asking me?
Yep.
Since Genesis. I've been around I used to be a Steam member, Steemit, and then decided to do EOS. So even 2016, I was there, when they were having the discussions. And then I remember the day that they launched the chain. Actually, I think I saw you. I saw you, Myra. You guys had a video. Okay. So I was very encouraged that EOS was going to change the world, believe it or not. But that hope is still there, that blockchain is definitely going to change the way we have the system now. The legacy system is going to change, and blockchain is going to deliver on its promise. I really believe in that. And I feel that with the advent of Eden, we are going to take this thing to a new level with the advent of Eden. And we just have to keep fighting, and we have to make good on the promise that we are here to do this from our hearts. All right. And I think if we do that, we will end up somewhere. But if we don't, and we decide to, fuss about it, we might not get too far. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a question for Seth. Seth, between these two candidates moving to the next level, which do you think would benefit Eden more? Like, as far as the bottom line, which one would strengthen Eden in this critical period of growth?
To be honest, I think we need more awareness about Eden, and I think I would like to vote for Myra because there's already an existing Chinese community there. They've been doing it for a long time, and it seems that this money will just help to speed things up and make if they write some articles, if they inform the Chinese community a little bit more about Eden, maybe we're going to have more involvement from that part.
Okay, thank you, Seth. But my question also now, same question, but I'd ask it in this case, if it's appropriate. Randall, would you like to comment on that?
Yeah, to me, I understand what Seth is saying, because when you want to reach a new market, you want someone who's there to market that product for you. But there's a but, right? The only but it is when you are starting a system where much is required in terms of the concept of the gaming theory, making sure that we explain things in a way that people understand it, making sure that people understand what ByteMaster wants and what his thinking is, making sure that we log into all the meetings, making sure that a proxy, for example, that we are running on, that proxy is able to develop and become a key stable in our community. I think we have to be a little bit careful not to let things get out of control. So my whole thing is, I'm not here for anyone to vote for me. For me, I'm running on the proxy. So if giving that $2,500, I'm using half of it to give to the team that's building that proxy and to make sure that they deliver on that promise. And the other half is to help with support. And the support, you can't throw a salt into the ocean. It's not going to do any good. 2,500, and Myra knows this, if you give it to the whole Telegram group, it's just going to dissolve. And you are not going to see anything meaningful out of it. But we have to create something meaningful in that we can build something that the Chinese community can use, the Western community can use, the Hispanic community can use it, and it will be a benefit for EOS as a whole. And that is what I'm looking at. That's why I came up with the support. And I think we're on the same platform, the same wavelength. She wants the people who are providing support for EOS to get something for their hard work, right? If we throw this $2,500 into a Telegram group, we might not get anything out of it. But I'm positive that if we build a system where people can get donation tips, it's going to really be a benefit for both sides.
Thank you. Thank you. So Simple, Myra, are you able to comment to that? And the reason I'm asking is I am siding with something very tangible. And that is the project underway that Randall has referred to. It's not just the proxy. It's also the meetings. Because there are meetings like where many people get together and talk.
Since I have to say this kind of meetings of EOS, I'm already joining more than about governments. Okay, about governments, the meeting which EOS Alliance have host for Korean, China community and English community, more than 100 people every time. Since the moment when EOS is really popular, this kind of meeting I have joined more than 188 times. Yeah, so I'm expert about the meeting because some person, I think women are not good at governance, so I'm really good at studying it too. So I think I'm also expert of governance. I'm also the few DAO board members, so I'm really familiar with DAC and DAO. Yeah, and I'm really good at coordinate the meeting because I'm being host and being experienced this for so many times.
Are you going to be able to sponsor an Eden meeting?
Sponsor in which way?
Basically, partake or sponsor in Eden meetings.
Okay, this is a really good question. Today, before I joined the school, the China community is really eager to say we have to make our own part of Eden, our own call, because as you can see, it's 3 a.m. I have to make up in the 3 a.m. and wake up everyone. So yeah, so we're planning to have, it's their plan, okay? So community decides to maybe we have our own time call to discuss some, make a representative to discuss some issue and send one representative to the call. For the call, I won't host 100% myself, but as you can see, I have a lot of it's called bilingual expert, which they talk double languages. If I can't make the call myself, I will make sure someone make the call. I just can't promise that I will be every night for 1 hour, maybe every month 4 times, every week 1 time. It's a reasonable time I can endorse either meeting. I do think I used to have so much on the governance call.
Thanks.
No worries.
Yee. All right. That's it. It sounds like some of you were still probably going at it, but that is what it is.
Okay.
The 50 minutes, right? It's to kind of force a little urgency here to reach consensus. So please go ahead and go to the voting doc. I can put the link again. I've been granting everybody permission that has shown up, and I'll keep a good watch on it, obviously.
Dominic, did you get any feedback from people who said they got booted partway through or something?
I didn't see any of that. Booted during?
Yeah, Patrick from Nova Crypto was mentioning that. Randall Roland, yeah. Oh, maybe he's just got booted now though.
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
sure
everybody
about
got
my recording. Dominic, I think, do I need to leave this meeting to get the Zoom recording?
So I'm gonna have to, so I'll open it back up. Yes, because you usually have to leave, let it download.
Okay, I'll do that.
So
Thanks.
I unlock the meeting. People can come back.
So I think I'll do that as well, right? To be able to record the next round?
Well, well, you gotta leave if you just recorded. If you're
No, I didn't record.
okay, then you can just wait. You don't have to leave to record again.
And if there was no recording, it means you can't go on.
Yes.
Okay,
If
because
the
I